Audio Jungle.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Flash History. 91 years ago, a civil war broke out in China between the Nationalist Government of China, also called the Kuomintang, alias KMT, and the Communist Party of China, alias CPC. One of my reporters, Aziza, is in a historical site in Shanxi province, marking the 70th year of the establishment of the People's Republic of China, which marked the end of the Civil War. Aziza, could you please tell us a few facts of the Civil War?
Thank you, Jessica. Yes, I am here in the city Yan'an itself. From the year 1927 to the year 1945, there has been some controlling issues over the communists and the nationalists. The nationalists led by Chiang Kai-shek, or known as Chiang Kai-shi, was more powerful at first and has destroyed the communist force in the east side of China in 1943. After the defeat, the communists led by Mao Zedong rearranged the surviving communists and led them to the north part of China and to lead them to the safety in the region of Yan'an. Due to China's war with Japan on 1937 to 1945, the Civil War was interrupted, but it then immediately continued after Japan's defeat. At that time, Chiang was supported by America. However, the government has failed to get the support from the people as the taxes were too high and they were known for corruption. The communists had also been controlling the northern part of China. On the other side of the country, Mao has promised the people a fair share of land. Mao's army fought the guerrilla war and won, causing Chiang to lose control over Manchuria. The winner of the Civil War are the communists.
Were there other countries helping to aid China?
From what the people have told me here, Soviet Union helped Mao Zedong's army of communists. However, Mao wasn't pleased by the amount of support he got from Stalin during his years of struggle. By the time Stalin died, the new leader commanded their scientists and engineers to get out of China because their relations have been better with the West than China itself.
What happened after the victory of the communists?
From what the people have told me here, Soviet Union helped Mao Zedong's army of communists. However, Mao wasn't pleased by the amount of support he got from Stalin during his years of struggle. By the time Stalin died, the new leader commanded their scientists and engineers to get out of China because their relations have been better with the West than China itself.
Was the Great Leap Forward successful?
Much to its dismay, its attempt was unsuccessful. And from the information I gathered, China was then met by an ongoing turmoil between the year 1966 to 1969, known as the Cultural Revolution. The Cultural Revolution damaged badly for the Chinese economy. It also harmed Chinese relations with the outside world. It's until a point where they had a very poor relationship with the US throughout the 1950s and 1960s. But fortunately, after the revolution, the two countries began to look again at their relations and think of rekindling their relationship.
Tell me, Aziza, what's after Mao Zedong? Is the country at peace?
Not after another war that is created merely for power. When Mao died in 1976, there was a power struggle between the radicals and the moderated. At the time, the radicals are led by the notorious Gang of Four, which included Mao's widow, Chiang Kai. But the power struggle was eventually won by the moderates, led by Deng Xiaoping. It is reported that there was a foul play that the radicals did, thus the victory of the moderates.
Therefore, was Deng Xiaoping's victory and rise to the throne successful?
Not so, Jessica. In his era of throne, literature was increasing, thus the high demands of fair democracy, where free speech was allowed among citizens. The region was later renowned as a region that lies between being a communist and Democrats. as the government is showing ideas and rules of democracy, but human rights were not promoted, with a lot of demands in free speech and free election amongst the people, it alerted the Chinese authorities. As riots started to form, the Chinese army decided to take its part in using tanks and armies to clear the riot forming in the Tiananmen Square. The massacre in Tiananmen Square killed a lot of people and created many headlines all around the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was our reporter Aziza giving us factual information all the way from China. That is all we have for you today. Be sure to come back next week for more weekly historical news. Thank you for tuning in to Flash History. Have a great day.